streaming on Twitch and also on YouTube. So, shooting this show. So the problem is solved. Problem is solved. So I should be able to view and share my stream. There it is. My stream. Okay. So now I will be watching this video. And while watching this video, I will also be sharing some knowledge, my knowledge, something like reaction, something like reaction. Let's play this video.
In this video, I'm going to show you how you can easily install Go and what is the best project layout for your applications. I've been getting a lot of questions from all these different people who are interested in joining the Gopher side.
Actually, I have installed Go, so I think I should be skipping this part. So first this and install Go.
Because it is easy, because it's Go. The whole video, it should pop out.
I should check out that. Did I make some errors? Did I make some mistakes while installing?
Somewhere in the corner there, where I explain why I truly think Golang is one of the best. First thing, is I use a major. I get on go.system. This is the place to look and search for it. Let's say you want an application as JWT, so you type JWT, place to any package that you're curious about or think is in the Go ecosystem. This is the place to look and search for it. Let's say you want an application as JWT, so you type JWT and bang, it pulls out all the packages that you can use and import that are publicly available for you to use in your app. There's some developed by Golang. This
Okay, so package.go.dev. So I should be visiting this g2.dev. So CSV. I was searching for CSV guys. CSV. Yes. So encoding slash CSV, read and write commands.
Is the one I recommend, by the way. And it has everything you want. It has examples, usages, methods, documentation. It's all here, all for you to peruse and enjoy. And it's just so awesome that you don't need any other website to see weekly downloads or imports or anything like that. You can just type and go to the official websites, find what you need, and move on with your life. All right, cool. So you're saying this is great, the websites are awesome, but how do I install this? Well, luckily for you, again, all you gotta do is go to the official blue button that's point 6. You click it. I already have it downloaded. Then you follow the instructions. If you're on Windows or Mac or Linux, which I am because I use Ubuntu, you just follow the instructions. So, for example, this one is
I actually use Linux. I know that the privacy things, it just works for me. Uh, in future, I will be switching to Linux, to more specific Arch Linux. In future, like it's in like 3 to 4 months, like I will be switching. I'm just learning how can I switch from, because by switching we do need internet, so like we do need internet, and my Wi-Fi is up there, and for Ethernet cables, my Ethernet cable is like 1 meter, so it's only a meter long. So I have to go purchase it, which is something is costly for me. It's not costly, it's costly for me. So I'm saving some money. Then I'm not trying. I'm currently also reading some articles and watching some videos, like how to install Arch safely. I also got to know that while installing Arch you can also run an script which is Arch installed, like install Arch. I think so. Like whenever the terminal opens up, that Arch terminal, just to run that, and I basically done all the jobs, but I'm not installing Arch Linux with GNOME, tiling, Windows Manager, but I will be using i3, like i3 WM, i3 Windows Manager, tiling Windows Manager, i3 WM. So I have i3 WM installation where we use, even if there are videos, but it's not straightforward. So I have to just go. I'm currently I'm currently installing Arch Linux on VMware for virtual machines on my PC, on my PC. So I'm not trying to make errors. By installing, I will make errors, like massive errors. Like I make most mistakes, most basic mistakes, and I have to delete that VM. I'm just practicing. When, when I'm perfect, and when I'm confident that that I will be installing Linux, so like Arch Linux on my PC, then I will just go install it. And just some downside is that I'm actually playing around. Like sometimes playing around, so I have to say goodbye to them. I will not be using dual boots or anything dual boots, because like my PC's RAM, sorry, PC storage SSD is like 500. I don't want to partitioning it like in a half or like 70 to 20 for just being. I don't think so. That's a good choice. When I'm like, if I am installing an Arch Linux, I want to run it on my whole PC. I don't want to do partitions or like all that, anything like that. The Windows, also use Windows, for example, Linux on just same device. Yeah, that I can install VMwares. I don't think so. Yeah. It's good.
Move any previous Go
So let's continue this video.
installations and run this command using sudo. So I'm just going to go ahead, yoink that. I'm going to open up my
Okay,
one
we can
pack.
skip this part.
Golang doesn't actually have to scaffold your Go project. Every root directory, your make file, those will all files like your go.mod, your readme, your root to Go accepted rule ever through the years the community has
So this is where projects layer starts.
a strict enforced guideline. However, through the years, the community have adopted kind of the accepted rules and practices when you scaffold your Go project. Every Go project is structured roughly the same. It has the following components. As your root directory, there's a bunch of non-Go files like your go.mod, your readme, your licenses, your make file. Those will all go typically at the root of your project. And then you have your CMD folder, which contains the subdirectory of your application. Now within the subdirectory, there's going to be a main.go file, and this is the most important file of your entire application because it's the entry point. This is where all that logic that you will write in every other folder gets imported and used and executed in your main.go. Then you have your /internal and /package folders, and these basically serve the same purpose. They hold the core logic of your application, your business logic. Internal and package will hold things like your client, your data, your validators, your middleware, all of that, and that will be imported throughout your application and to your main.go file. The main difference between internal and package is that internal keeps everything private and as library code, meaning it will only be available to your project within that module. Lastly, we have our bin directory, which will contain the compiled application of our binary code, and our test folder, which will have our test code, but you guys don't rate that, I know that. All right.
I actually also going to use test folder. Actually, use test folder. Who does this? We can just go and handle some error. That's it. That's it. That's it. Simple as that. You don't have to manually unit test and photo testing is just like an hectic job for us for developers. So we're building an application. We it's a massive headache to us. Also, it's fun. It's also fun, but it's also a headache. But we don't have to go and we don't have to intentionally. We don't have to intentionally take more stress into our body and just creating test files. Yeah, I don't think so. We have to do this. I personally do not like this one. Doesn't exist.
Right, so now
Details.
you can see here, I have this empty project, absolutely nothing in here. The first thing I want to do is go mod init, and then you can call this anything you want. The typical convention is something like github.com/Melky, and then the name of the project, so go project structure. Now this is super important because this is how you're going to actually import everything from your internal or package folders, which I'll explain in just a second. Next up, we're actually going to create some of these scaffold for our project. We're going to create a bunch of directories. We're going to make a bin directory, a cmd/go project structure directory and subdirectory, internal and test. So go ahead and do that. And last, let's go ahead and touch cmd go project and main.go. Bang. Now you can see over in the corner here everything defined for our application. You can see cmd, internal, test, go, and make file. So this is the basic layout, and ahead and do that. And last, let's go ahead and touch cmd go project and main.go. Bang. Now you can see over in the corner here everything defined for our application. You can see cmd, internal, test, go, and make file. So this is the basic layout and scaffold for your Go application. So when you open up main.go, it's going to start airing out. The thing you just need to do is declare package package main and you're going to be fine. So just declare that, and now we can start working on other things.
If you think about it, he is using VS Code but also using Vim binding. So you can just go install install an extension called Vim. So you can use Vim bindings on those. I personally I personally use VS Code in the past for like 2 to 3 2 years, and I've shifted to Vue for like 4 months, 3 to 4 months, and I actually love using Vue. I personally configure it to my style. Again, I personally believe that my personal customization is my IDE. IDE is like an integrated development environment. So my new Vim is like personal development environment. So PDE. Yes, yes. I don't know if that PDE exists or not. I just like the word PDE.
In this video, I'm going to create a simple API that you can curl and server and Go. And I'm going to actually declare all the routes, all the handler functions within the internal subfolder under a routes subdirectory.
So he is actually building some small project or mini project, yeah, which I believe that I should be also doing this. But should I be doing this? Actually, I should. But I should be doing this. So first, do code. So directory should be test. Test code. I should this. So it should be test. Is my URL editor.com, which is my username for GitHub. Okay, LST. They use. He also makes some other files. Okay, was mkdir. This should be bin to store all our binaries. Then cmd slash go test go test. I should be using camel cases. Then what's next? Internals. Internals. Internals or internal? Internal. Just internal. It means tests.
The Scout Flash Go project head and touch CMD Go project and make.
Okay. Parametric confounding. So actually, what? So it's just telling me I can't go and create. See, my PowerShell sucks. Actually sucks. Parametric and confounded accepts. Man. So do I actually have to go and okay, there it goes. I'm using Bing. New view. The first time it is slow. Choose bin. Then wait. So then goes cmd slash test slash main dot go. Then there is internal and tests. Okay, and then is also when has been created code internet tests. And there is also make file. It should be make file. W okay, yes, yes. Okay, sorry. We have to delete this tests slash. Yes. So I have to just go UST. Yes, there it goes. If you think about it, like what I'm using, it's oil.npm. It's oil. And here go yes, it's on oil. It's a plugin plugin for uh, plugin for new view, which lets us edit the file structure like an like an text profile. Yes, I think so. And what is
main.go. Bang. Now you can see Go application. So when you open up main.go, it's going to start airing out. The thing you just need to do is declare package main and you're going to be fine. So just declare
okay, so we will be me. Suppose start me. Yes.
that, and now we can start working on other things. In this video, I'm going to create a simple API that you can curl and server and Go, and I'm going to actually declare all the routes.
Wait. What's this? Expected package from. I'm actually seeing package. Okay, it was fast. I just didn't insert E. That's okay.
All the
Pages.
handler functions within the internal subfolder under a route subdirectory. So if we go back into our terminal and cd into internal, it's going to be empty. I'm just going to clear this. I'm going to actually create a new directory called routes, and then I'm going to go cd into route and then touch routes.go. Okay, so you can
Actually, to the mod. So here we go. Internal. Here create routes routes slash routes dot go. Yes, yes, actually. Also go.
see here, I quickly wrote some code from my routes.go file. All this does is it's using the internal packaging from the internal Go library, and it's just declaring a new router which has two routes here. One is the home route, which goes to index handler, a new the internal packaging from the internal Go library, and it's just
So here I should be writing package dot routes. Then the function. Okay, function new route is automatically imported. Handler. Okay, so mux mux equals to http user new server mux yes, new server mux then mux dot handle function. Okay, handle function. So what is the routes? It should be slash where it should be go. It should go to index handler. Index handler is index handler. As of now, okay, paste it. You can just go and the API slash data CRW API data and still need it. So I should create just to okay, return mux correction create variable where to create variable and create add function. So we'll go down line there is func func index handler what two is two is w is http dot response writer response writer and r is point r is pointer to the http dot request. Yes, what it what it should return is FTP FTP dot println 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 with on HTTP on which is welcome to the home page. There it goes. Right. To the home page. Why the just go to down oh, oh paste it. There it goes. And so YW goes with 9G back to IP display DW so redo paste it. So VW shift VW VW paste it, close it, then goes. So that's it. Like, the internals are different. So should have data. This is some data from from the API. NTP dot f println should write on the web page optional data. Run it. Okay. So
Declaring a new router which has two routes here. One is the home route which goes to index handler. All it does is says welcome to the home page. Line 5 I have slash API slash data which has pretty much the same thing. Okay, now back in main.go I just again quickly spit up some code. Nothing
I have function mean mean I have to router equals to routes routes dot into routes should go into
fancy here. It just spins up a server. However, one thing I do want to note here is this routes.newRouter. So this was declared in our routes.go file here. You can see this function's new route is declared. It's all capital, so it can use it. But I'm going to complain here. It's undefined. So if you remember when we defined and declared a Go mod init at the root level of our project, we declared it as github.com/melky/go project structure. This allows
okay, I was actually perfect. I was actually correct on the routes. Yes. Dot new router is the code should be ATT address is fmtp tp dot sprint type of sprint. It's sprint. So just saying as sprint formats according to the format specified return the resulting string. So it's the string whatever. It's percent d for data. D stands for here ETDR is new, sorry, is declared but not used. TP dot it should be printf what should be printf server listening on our server is listening listening on http slash host is host as backslash n for the next line and addr there goes we have to catch errors http we have to listen all the errors listen serve listen serve I should be listening on the address which is on the router which I have defined with no router. We actually need two new routers. They are declared but not used. So it's warning. We will be using ERR. So if ERR or is not will ERR is not nil, there is not return sorry it's panic panic ERR panic but you can also return anything like this thing okay actually shit. Okay so actually this thing is actually an error handling it's an error so we have to so if error is not nil in error is there something error present then we have to execute this line of code so if error is null like there is no error just run it it's good to go it's good to go
Us to import things from our internal folders or package folders freely and throughout our Go application. And you can name everything. It doesn't have to be github.com/melky slash whatever. You can just write as backend or service or the name of your application, and that will work as long as it's consistent. And this is a very strong point because Golang doesn't have the concept of relative imports. It all comes from your go.mod, which is typically declared at the root level of your project. So now let's test this function out. So if you go run /cmd go project structure, you can see here server listening on localhost 8080, which basically says that this main function works. So now
so there goes one cmd test running yes yes actually listening those are 50, CD test when routes run the API.data. So API slash data. There goes. Heads are routes, some data of the API. This just basic API routes. Just actually it's good. It is good. Like this is my first Go server. It's my first Go server. Let's continue this video.
Now let's curl it. So open up a new terminal and type in curl localhost 8080 API slash data. Run that, and there you go. Some data from the API. Super easy, nothing to it, and that just showcases how you can actually import logic or business logic into your main.go. When you are creating your Go projects, there's a few things to keep in mind, and I try to look at these 5 main concepts. The first one is keep your binaries and libraries very separate. That kind of rhymed. Like I explained, the importance of the internal and package folders is that's where you have the crux of your logic that gets imported into your main.go, and that gets compiled into binary code. The second point I'll discuss is avoid nested packages. Keep the packages flat. The point I'll discuss is avoid nested.
Actually, in some point of our programming journey, we actually use this nested itself as we actually used. So like fun or what I actually used switch cases, on C or C++ to goes like 1 to 100. Case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5, case 6, goes to till 100. It was fun. Like, it was actually dumb fun. It was kind of fun, like at that time, which was around 3 years old. It was around 3 years old.
Packages. Keep the packages flat. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you're using internal and you have, like I said, the routes.go, put that in a routes subdirectory. So it's internal routes.go. Do not nest it. If you have something else that goes with routes, do not make a separate direct. Do not nest it. If you have something else that goes with routes, do not make a separate go. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you're using internal and you have, like I said, the routes.go, put that in a routes subdirectory. So it's internal routes.go. Do not nest
Internal routes also.
it. If you have something else that goes with routes, do not make a separate directory. Just add a different file within the route subdirectory. Even add it to the routes.go file that you already have. The third one is pretty simple. Keep your package names descriptive. So if you have routes, make it routes.go. Make it easy to read, easy to follow. If you have a subdirectory called lambdas, then you should have the following lambda files. Very easy to follow and very easy to use within your main.go or anywhere else in your Go project. The fourth one I already talked about is put your non-Go files at the root of your project. Like make files, like licenses, anything like that. Keep those at the root of your project. Sometimes there are exceptions, but typically the best rule of thumb, keep that at the root. And lastly, keep your test in a separate folder. I can't even say that with a straight face. I know you guys don't test. I know you. I know.
Actually, we don't test. Like we developers don't test. Like I said this on half an hour ago, we actually don't test.
You guys don't do any testing. I don't even need to talk about this. That was a waste of a folder created. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of all this Go content. Are you enjoying it? Are you liking it? Is there something you want to see me make with Go? Anything you want me to videos, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. And if you do, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. We are so close to 5K subscribers. But as always, you guys have to make sure you write some Go code tonight. And lastly, and you guys all remember this one, you gotta pow it.
Okay, yes. Okay, so it's the end of a video. Yeah, let's- there it goes. I have to stop it. Interesting, isn't it? Does this one? No, it shouldn't do. Yes, refuse to do it. That's good. So, I think we are actually ready to make our first project. It should be like an file parser. So, file parser. Parser. DDR redirected. CD into it. File parser. They just go. Sorry. Just go init. Init. So go mod init. Mod init. File parser. Yes. Name. They goes. They go list. There goes this funny thing we got to know. This Go is Go is Go has initialized on this folder. Sorry, in this directory. So we go bin shit. Okay, yes. First we have to make bin directory. Yes. Then cmd where we have to find search slash main.code where our main file will be. Then there is internals. So internal, as of now it's an empty folder. Then there is test tests which I will not use it yet. You also should using that. Then what? Make file. Make file. I think so it's make file. There goes make file. Yes. This exit it. Then I have to get anything. Get init. So there it goes. It's telling me that I'm on my branch master. It's telling me there's nothing, man. There's nothing. I go GS. It's GS get status. It's telling me that my untracked files are make file cmd mod. Okay. So I have to add it GA. So it's telling me warning. The working of copy of go.mod LF will be replaced with CRLF next time grid touches it. It's okay, man. It's okay. So its status is it's telling me what if like what's the file that it's changed to, like what's the file it is tracking. So it's tracking make file, it's tracking cmd file parser and main.go, and it's also tracking my go.mod. We are you're questioning me why it is not tracking this bin folder or internal folders or test folders. Actually, I don't know. Actually, because it doesn't got any git ignore files or it. So we shouldn't be able to. We will go Google it. Why internal directory 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 is ignored should are ignored and kept for food. Okay, that's today's about. You should go Google search it. Bang G. Take course. Why doesn't why does get ignored my special case? Okay, I added the following line to this so the entire picture doesn't have response staged. Okay, shit. Okay, it doesn't save it. There it goes. And it's this proposal. CMD go ignore directory contributed to getting out of application. Ah yes, this is the directory contents being ignored, but it is not in dot getting or nor a submodule. Update. Our main developer at my work will just figure out for everyone here following at home. Okay. This is me probably I know enough of Git to get around, but this is outside my knowledge. It's also outside of my knowledge. It's not my expertise. So it is as this for this folder source vendor symphony of the so it's also internals slash it doesn't type internals doesn't type bin also doesn't type test files so content being git ignored but or a submodule but there is no git modules also ignores git modules whatever modules that are present in git modules file git module git module file dot git module file whichever file are we write in git module file they are ignored by git it's like git ignored but just for modules so the folder itself is being tracked I move the dot getting now file out of the way to be initial even though it shouldn't be causing this. Is there any way? Okay, actually I think that I think that it's not my fault. Like, it's my fault, but it's not kind of not my fault. When there was internals, then how I have to create a folder. What the name of the folder should be like it's my passing I'm actually processing the data for CSV files. So it should be parser. Okay. So type parser slash yes. Why it was not tracking? Because there was thing in it. So yes, actually, it was my fault. There was nothing in those folders, so it wasn't tracking it. It's a folder and folder. It tracks the folder, but it doesn't track the root folder. If that folder doesn't contain anything, not a subfolder, not a file, it's just an empty folder. It doesn't track it. If it's in the root, so it doesn't track it. So to go GC, actually, we shouldn't do GC without name file package shit package dot main, and then parser dot okay. So parse, yes, there it goes. GS modifier and go and then parser. You just go git edit, then GC it, and it should be my it is my initial commit. Okay, so if I do git log, which I don't use it, I just use it GT. It's a full form for, sorry, it's in short form. It's in alias for, like for this, git log one line graph decorate. It's fun just for me. Like GT. There it goes. I actually think that it shouldn't be mainly git hyphen m. I think so. Yes, main. So I'm changing the name to main. GT is main. Then also making a branch which will be a starter file. Actually, this is a starter file. So get branch hyphen b. Sorry, it's not hyphen b, but it should be get, get checkout hyphen b to the starter. Then it goes new branch switch to starter. I can actually go switch back to main GT. There it goes. So my initial my starter file is on is on init commit. So initial commit. So let me, but actually I don't know. I'm not just it's my side project, but I have to use it. I have to, how should I say it? Like I'm making myself comfortable using Git for production level. I will be using Git branch. I will create a new feature branch. I will be creating feature branch. Then I will be using rebase instead of merge. I got to know that rebase is better option instead of merge. If there are not conflicts, if there are conflicts between while rebasing, so I should go stash. Oh, sorry, I should just go stash it. Then I don't think that I have to stash it, but it's like I have to check out it like the last commit. Then I have to make merge. So will then I can resolve my merge conflicts. So it's an easy task, but also and what should I say? It's also an hectic task. So I'm actually making myself comfortable on production level. And by the way, if you want to go and like this, you want to make your power shell like your shell look like this, you can install Starship. I think so. This should be Starship profile. Okay. Yes, it's in Starship. So you have to install Starship, which is actually easy. Star, Starship, Starship.rs. I think it's RS. Sunrust, yes. So you can just go installation. You can use whatever your package manager where you can use whatever package manager of your choice. Chocolatey, you have to install chocolatey if you want to use chocolate. But for Windows, I actually use WinKit and to Linux next. Okay, there is just just go to and just guide. Don't go to installation thing. Just go to guide. There it goes. For Windows, you can use crate.ua crates if you have installed Rust, or you can just use Winget. I think Winget is by default package manager. It's by default installed in your PC, Windows PC. So you can use Winget to install. So like to use Scoop, you have to install first Scoop. To install Conda, so like to use Conda, you have to use this first install Conda, and also for Choco and for Cargo, you have to install Rust. So you can switch to Winget, then you can install whatever. So like you can set up this shell for Starship for to use Starship. So we are like for Windows, it's PowerShell, but you can if you're on Linux or Mac, you can use Bash. For CMD, for also CMD, you can. I don't know what this is, but yes, you can follow these steps. Just copy and paste it in this wherever this thing telling us to spread to paste and the running profile. Actually, if you don't have what Vim installed, you can also send notepad notepad then what dollar dollar shit, there it goes past dollar profile. You can also use dollar profile. There it goes. Then it's open that file in notepad. So there it goes that you can copy it, paste it in your notepad, just and then just save it and restart your shell, PowerShell. There it goes. It's simple as that. And actually, it's not this. If you first install it, it shouldn't like it should be. It should look kind of similar to this, but it shouldn't look like this because I have also customized it to my needs. I think advanced configuration. Yes, actually, it's configuration. So I have make myself. I have actually configured my Starship to my needs. So I think for Git, small things, Git branches. git branch, I don't know, git branch, git commit, git status, and all this thing. I have used this. I've used the CSS. You can use or you can also use. I personally think that by like the default is also good, also massively good. So I will be doing. Sorry, before continuing, I think I should discuss my project. Like what is my project? So let's tell you. Okay, let's tell you. And I want to delete it. So what is file parser means? I'm reading this code. There is also a file one dot csv, file one dot csv, just file one, which contains some, which contains some, which contains some data. Media, so which contains some data. So I am making I am making a program, a Go program, Go CLI program, command line, command line program, which which takes the data, which takes the data, takes the data, and and, and in output, and and in output it presents, present process data. Processed. Okay, I forgot process. So processed. Okay, I don't know. I actually don't know spelling of processed. Okay, processed. Processed data. So I'm actually going to so I'm taking all the data in file one, which can be massive, like goes to like 50, 30, 40, 100, 1000, thousands of lines of code, thousands of lines of data. I just go, I read that, I pass that data, pass that file in my Go program, and I and I just output, I just return and process data. Just how should I say? Process data shouldn't be a right word, but what should I do? What should be needed? I'm just going, grabbing all the data, I'm modifying to my needs, and I'm just outputting that data. So it's in process data. So like you can assume that this data contains and the employee name, ID, salary, and whatnot. So in my Go CLI, I can use to sum all the salary, or the salary of the employees, and output it. Or I can also do something like list all the names, this, all the things. So it's actually I'm, I'm manipulating the data. To be more specific, I'm manipulating string. So while learning any languages, the first thing you should learn should be string manipulation. Like it's a massive. If you want to learn any languages from the scratch, the first thing you have to learn is the syntax. And second thing you have to do is do some string manipulation operation with with that language. So I'm doing string manipulation with whole language, which to be as of now I will be only doing CSV files, but in future, or a week or two, I will be I will be also be reading data from PDFs, from JSON files, from images. So for images, I have to actually use ORMs, or OMR, or whatnot. I just OMR or ORM to get it to get it name. Just to scan that whole image, it then it just go uh, the returns the simple text. Then I have to manipulate it to my need. Then I have to output it, like return the data that I have processed. Actually, it's simple. Also go can also goes up to complex. If you think all the errors, if you think all the errors, like if you handle all the errors, the possible errors you can think of, then it's a massive project. It's not massive project, but it can be completed in 1 or 2 days. Actually, so this is my whole thing, 5 bars, and this is first project. This is first project. Yes, shit. Okay, shit. Yes, yes. So this is my first project. Yes, this is project one, and my second project is so then my second project is building and chat application. Just sorry, not chat application. Actually, it's in chat application, but A to B chat application. A to B chatting with some rooms. So if I want to, there is person one, person one. Then there is person person two. Actually, this should be in Excel. This should also be in Excel. Person two, and then there is person person three. It's person three. So if my person one want to chat with person two, he can create a room where he will be also like, there will be only two members in this room, first person, second person, or like or when or my person one wants to wants to yes shit. When person one wants to chat with person three, then it creates a room for person one and person three, person one and person three specifically. It doesn't include person two, person four. So a room should contain only two persons, two entities. It shouldn't let enter other entities. Yes, and and yeah, I think that's it. That's it. And there should be like synchronous messaging. So if my first, there should be a synchronous messaging. So person one message to person two, it should be displayed on person two screen. Yes, this this person just messaged it like an instant. there should not be a delay. It can be a delay of milliseconds or milliseconds. It shouldn't exceed second barrier. So once it shouldn't exceed 1 second. So the message should be displayed on person to monitor within a minute. Sorry, within a second. Within 1 second. It's also in task. It's a synchronous message. I have to go in JavaScript. You can use WebSocket.io. I think so, or socket.io. Socket.io. So I will also be learning something more like what's the alternative for socket.io for Go. Like, what's the alternate packages for Go for socket.io and other things. So actually, this is great to think about it. These are my side projects. These two are my side projects. So that's it. So I think that I should end this stream now. I don't know how many hours I stream. Should I check? Okay, so I have streamed for like 1 hour 22 minutes. I think for like 1.5 hours. So I think I should end this stream. I will be streaming on 7 p.m. on IST. So 7 p.m. IST timeline, time zone. So with some, I will be doing some modifications to this project. Currently, I'm just resting. Like I think my mouth is gone. It's kind of numb now because I'm continuously talking for like 1.5 hours, and I'm not currently like I'm not comfortable with continuous talking. So bye bye. Remember the name Lost Heaven. Thanks for visiting the streams. Thanks for visiting the stream. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Just thanks. Bye bye.